Hi everybody, Shane Carlisle, Smart Money Trading on the 12th of the 8th, 2022. Just so I'll give you a rundown as my phone died out on me, so hang on. Right, that was lucky. I didn't share. So we'll share through now. There, you can see everything. Right, so I did a little bit this afternoon. I've been out most of the day, so this will be the first time I'm really looking. So you're getting the first eyes like I am. Okay, so this one, let me just get rid of that. I can talk to you. So, mark this one up this morning, but noticed something while I was out before my phone died. If you look, there was lows here. So it was actually that move there that broke the structure, not that one. It broke that one, but it didn't break that. I didn't see this back here this morning. So, lesson learned by myself. Be a bit more due diligent when I'm marking up, not just jumping straight in, because look at that for a drop. And if I'd have followed my ruling, I'd have got in on the candle. Get this side of it so I can see. I'd have got in there. I'd have covered the wick or the candle. And it just dropped off the planet, guys. We'd have gone previous lows. So you'd have come out at a 1 to 19 with a wick entry. Get rid of that behind so you can see. Came up, filled the imbalance, tipped in with a banker's candle, and then dropped, guys. If you'd have trailed it, a 1 to 32 today. So really, I could class that as a win, but I didn't get, because I was sat here, because I saw that break. I weren't looking at the previous lows. That actually broke the previous lows, which took all this back. So I should have been looking here. And if I wasn't looking there, look at that. Oh, pretty much zero drawdown. It would have been if I'd have been out and leaving it a 1 to 20. It's the power of this strategy, guys. Can change lives. That one trade there with the right volume account, with the right size account, can change someone's life. It's changing lives. It's changed my life. So that happened in 3 hours. If anybody knows, obviously, about prop firms and stuff like that, if you're risking 1% of £200,000 account and you're bringing back 20%, you do the maths, you're finished for the month. Absolutely finished. And then for it to trail to 1 to 34, nearly a 34% gain in the course of, tagged in there, ended there. If you say 10 hours, 10 hours, and you've made 34% on your money from seeing that this here break, it not only broke that, it broke that. So how I didn't see that this morning, I must have been rushing around. So that is where I should have been sitting, but I didn't look back. I was literally just checking. So yeah, lesson learned. Check previous highs. If we break previous highs as well, and there's a banker's candle sat where the previous highs were, there's a higher chance that it's going to come there than there. That's something I've learned from this happening. You learn from every setup, every markup you do, every bit of back testing you do, and there'll always be another move like this. So don't get disheartened. Like, I know when I first started retail trading and stuff, I was chasing these. We've had a big run up. It's got to dip over. So when you're retailing, you are just waiting for that sort of roller coaster effect to then just execute for it to might turn around. But now I know what's happening here. We're having an accumulation by the banks. We've had a little flag down to possibly a candle here. We've had a little break of structure. Didn't quite come back to get that. We sat at this price. We've not broke any form of structure anywhere. It came down. It broke two forms of structure in three candles. And then we flagged down, possibly to a candle here, maybe some IPA from before. It came back to where he placed them orders and broke all that structure to drop out of the bottom for a 1 to 34. It's no joke, guys. They happen all the time, these moves. Yes, you probably wouldn't have got a 1 to 34 because you'd have probably give yourself, I don't know, a 10 pip stop loss. And still at a 10 pip stop loss there, you're at a 1 to 8. But following ruling, you'd cover the top of the candle or the wick. So you're getting a higher risk to reward for that. Obviously, it doesn't always happen in this sort of way where you get the wicked entry and a massive drop. I've quite like trading internal structure at the moment towards the bigger candles, looking for the certain patterns down in the lower time frames on the way up to the bigger moves. So now I'm sort of more focused on the market movement than I am getting a big rejection off a candle that it might blow through that I've been waiting 4 days for. I know where the market's heading because of that time frame. Right. So time frame to me says ultimately, yes, we've not broke that high, but we've just broke that high, but we've retraced back down to a candle here. In the bigger view, we're downtrending, creating higher lows, lower highs towards one of these daily candles that I've got marked up here. So I use the daily from a direction. Obviously, we've had a big drop out of the, possibly see a little retest back to here. So we've had all these little noises, and then we've had a couple of big pushes in the dailies. So we're in sell mode. Yeah, didn't quite break that high, couldn't quite get to its candle. We've got this here. this broke, all this, you could be sat here. You'd have caught that little, that's in the 4 hour. It's all about the breaker structure, guys. See how that broke all that? Couldn't quite break the high. So you possibly look to consolidate. But if you're in the, I'm guessing, obviously you drill down, we're in the 4 hours here. But even at that, you're getting a 1 to 2.5. Just from seeing that breaker structure happen. Come to the chart, you've got a big push out like that. Just set a pending there. Doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But 9 times out of 10, you're going to get some form of rejection off a push like that. So you could rejection trade as such if you wanted to. Every time you saw a break, put your pending in, set it reasonably reasonable at like a 1 to 2, snatch some 1 to 2s through the consolidation, but make sure you've had a break of structure before you look at setting any pendings, because it's not a push of the banks if it hasn't broke any structure. There's no manipulation there, it's just market movement. There's been a big buy of stocks in that country, or you know, when you see manipulation, that's when they're pushing so much money in, it's breaking the algorithms, and that has to right itself again. So that's where we benefit from it righting itself. So 4 hourly, we're looking to head down. We've had the big drop here. I'm down in the 1 hour now, so we're getting a little bit more magnified into the price. We've had a consolidation and a breakout. So that is pretty much all imbalance, manipulation, whatever you want to call it. We had the box, the break, so there'd be a lot of people sat here. So that would have been the loss. Loss of 1%. See how close that was. I'm guessing I've drilled in and found something in here, down in the 15-minute. Same again. It was ultimately that move. Ultimately that move there. No, it wasn't, sorry. That move that broke the structure, because I crossed that as the structure. Broke out of this structure it's formed here, which has left that candle behind, which I'm guessing if you were to put your fib there to there, you just sat below the 71, but it's in between the breaker structure and the 71. A lot of people would probably aim here because it's in the golden zone, but with a lot more back testing and stuff that I've been doing over the past few days, this is where it's important, where it breaks. So if I was to put a position on there, see when my dotted line follows it, I cover the wick, where you'd have to, I'd give myself 10 pips. That fell for a 1 to 15. And that's in the hour view, so you could have set a pending at that when that happened. Let me put the fib on so you can see that. That's the fib. I know I do everything a bit quick, but the people that know what they're looking at. So we've had the break. Ultimately, that is where it broke. You could have caught that one on the way up because that broke this. See, that move broke that. So you've been sat in that consolidation, but ultimately you would have caught a move up to that candle, eating up all the IPA on the way back up. Drop for a 1 to 15. Carried on dropping, but you'd have sold out when it turned around there. So this is just a breakdown of, so that's an hourly trade. And that was 7 hours. But for it to all happen, you saw the break happened, so you could set straight after the break. So 2 days and you've got 13% just from seeing that break of structure happen there. Hear that? Let me take it back. You could have caught that. Like you say, break, candle, catch, see what happens here. It's gone sideways a little bit. It's probably tagged you in there. 10 pip stop loss anyway. 1 to 13. Then we accumulated. We broke down. Never quite made it back up. Dropped. Get down to the 15-minute where we are now. Okay, that's the 1 to 13 in the hourly view. We've come down, we've consolidated, we've broke that structure, couldn't make it. So we consolidated, looked like we were trying, broke the structure again. Saw the break, it broke previous structure to then break more previous structure. So that's a lot of money being dumped to get that price down, collecting IPA and bankers candles all the way down, possibly from back here. Sit there, 1 to 22 to previous. But like you say, we would have had a 10 pip stop loss. So 9, 10. It would have been a 1 to 8, 1 to 13, 22% on one pair from seeing certain patterns and breaks of structure. You know, I like that. That worked well because you would cover the body if you was experienced and believe in what we teach and how you see the charts. Now looking at that, after I've been out all day, I don't know why I didn't see these structures broke. That would have been my area, but because I was rushing this morning to get this done, get that done, post this, get that up, you know, so I can keep everybody informed of what's going on. I missed the break of structure, the 2 breaks of structure, a possible 1 to 22. But am I bothered? No, because there'll be another move. That's just one pair. I've got 30 pairs, cryptos, indices. There's unlimited amounts of charts that I can pull money out of with these patterns. Now, I'm not going to bore you with too much. I just wanted to give you a little update of what's possible if you apply yourself to certain things, levels of skills. We're all built with skills and we can always learn more. So I've learned my skill for the rest of my life. I know what I want to do. I know where I want to go, where I want to be in the next so many years. I hope this helps somebody. Give me a shout out. Peace and love, everybody. See you on the next one. Bye for now.